Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Tristan, back with the same hoodie I've worn in like the last 20 videos, but what we're going to be discussing is basically the Fuchsia Dunk Low, which dropped yesterday in grade school sizes. Also, the Needlework sale, a women's Dunk Low dropped yesterday. I might make a separate unboxing video for that, and I'll discuss that, then. But a solid amount of success yesterday for Hype Lives members, and as well for myself. I think I hit 9 pairs of Fuchsias, so pretty happy about that. Definitely going to be holding most of those until, back to school time, and I'll kind of explain, the whole holding process in this video when I'm. And don't forget, if you guys want more content like this, subscribe and like down below. If we could hit 200 likes, that'd be great. But let's continue. What sizes I'm kind of wanting to hold, how long I'm holding them, but we'll get into that. So if you want more content like this, check my Instagrams, anything like that if you're interested. Those will all be down below, and feel free, down below, excuse me, and you can also check my group down below as well. I run this with my friend. You can see the success we had yesterday in the Fuchsias, and again, plenty of people hit 5+ pair. We had one guy hit 41 pairs, another guy hit 47, so we had some really good success yesterday. So if you're trying to get in on the action, learn how to bot, have more consistent success, get under market deals, giveaways, food discounts, early info we have on releases, and so many other things, then check out the website, and feel free to join our waitlist. And again, you can see some reviews and everything about that. So I hope to see y'all there, and let's get started. So the first thing I want to mention about the Fuchsia Dunk Low. So as you guys can see, these did drop a good amount in price. But one thing I want to mention is that a lot of grade school dunks have dropped in price recently, and some of the ones that have dropped in price I think are very good holds for the future, because I know that they're good options for the summer. Parents are definitely going to want to get them for their kids for back to school, and they're a little bit more limited than usual. Now, one thing I will mention is that the Fuchsia Dunk Low wasn't limited really in terms of a grade school sneaker. It still had like 110,000 pairs, which for a grade school pair, that's a very good stock. I'm gonna let this go by. But I just want to mention there wasn't really any limit of Fuchsias. There was like 110,000 pairs. That's a pretty good amount of stock, and that's why you had people hitting, a good amount of clips. That's why I was able to hit a good amount of pairs, which, by the way, I'll drop those all for, under market for members, a good majority of those. So I'll probably try and drop like, 5 or 6 of the Fuchsias under market, and then the Needleworks I'll both drop under market as well. But aside from that, basically what I'm thinking about this sneaker as a whole, as you guys can see, it's kind of been consistently, even with all the restocks recently, going up a little bit in price. But kind of since the start of April, there's been a lot of restocks and consistent drops, and they've dropped in price since then because there's been all these consistent restocks, and the sales haven't really been running up yet. But grade school pairs normally don't gather a ton of hype, but you can see the majority of these sales have actually been in the last 3 days, and I think these are going to continue to be hyped since now more people know about them. It's kind of on more people's radar, and I think that's something that will help it go up a little bit more. And some other ones I can compare it to in the past, for example, the triple pinks, or even this pair in particular, the pink velvets. But really, this one right here is a great one to compare it to, because you can see these ones rose, a very high amount in price. They've always gone for a good amount of money, like 170, 180, and the Fuchsias, last week were going for like 150, 160, and I think they will return to that point soon. But one thing I want to mention about the Fuchsia Dunk Low is that there is a lot of people holding on to them. So something like this, it would take a little bit for that to happen. And the main reason that this right here happened is because, again, this was in Christmas time, so parents were trying to get this for their kids, and there wasn't a restock around that time, so they rose like $60 because the demand for them was high, but there wasn't stock. So for these ones, I don't think there would be another restock later this year. I personally think if you wanted to hold on to these ones until Christmas time, not a bad idea. But personally, I think around back to school, we'll already start seeing a little bit of progress on these, because I think some people that don't have as many pairs will probably have sold theirs off. They won't be as vested as heavily in this hold, but some people with more or less bulk of these will, be looking to still buy them and, hold on to them for the future, because eventually there won't be any more pairs, and parents will still be looking to get these ones for their kids, even at a $200 price point. You guys can see these were selling no problem, and these ones right here are still up at a high price point, selling very, very comfortably, at these prices. You can see, look at that, very, very well, very, very good sales. And look at this. These are daily sales at 240 to 260. So Fuchsias I'm just saying, in the future, a lot of potential. Right now, they're at like 130, 150. They can easily rise, like I'm saying, $80 to $100 in, months time. You just have to be patient with these ones. I wouldn't recommend selling it now, unless, again, you're just trying to, sell off, move into the next release in the future, which there is one coming up. So makes sense. And also, sorry if there's some background noise. Just, again, I have roommates. They talk loud. That's how it is. And personally, the sizes I'd be looking to hold of these Dunk Lows right here, the Fuchsias, would be sizes 5Y through 7Y. I wouldn't be looking to hold, 3.5 wide through 4 wide. Those tend to be the sizes over time that don't do as well. You can look at the triple pinks. I think they're actually doing okay in those sizes, but the main reason they're doing good in these ones, and 4.5 wide is okay, but 4 wide and 3.5 wide, you can see, are not doing as well. But they eventually, still, I mean, this is decent reselling. Those sizes do sell, but it's not as often because those sizes, again, are a little bit easier to find at outlets. They tend to, sit a little bit longer, and there's just a little bit less demand for them. So you can even see in the fuchsias for those sizes right now, they're tanked a little bit more. In most dunk lows and in most grade school pairs, they go for a little bit less, aside from, I guess, the pink velvets. But this is another option that's also a really good hold. I personally think these two for the future, if you're willing to be patient, they're definitely good options. The pink velvets just restocked, so they dropped a lot in price. But I mean, look what those used to go for. Just hold these ones and be patient. This one's going to be a really good option. Same with these. Like one restock or a couple restocks dropping the price doesn't really make sense to me because they were holding so well at those high prices. Even though one of the restocks for this pair kind of makes sense because it was like 100,000 pairs. But give this one time. This will be a really good hold for the future. And the pink velvets, I don't even think this one was like a super massive restock. And you guys can see these ones tanked a huge amount in price, so I think this one's a really good option. I think the fuchsias as well definitely hold for the future, until either back to school, so that'd be around August, September, which I think would be around, let me think of how long that hold would be, like 4 to 5 months. And if you're going to hold it Christmas time, that'd be around 8 to 9 months, which is a fine point to hold it until. I think, again, there will be a lot of progress made on the sneaker around then because parents are going to be looking to get their kids pairs of these. 100%. Same with the pink velvets. I think these two ones around that time, very good options. But it is up to you guys. Again, if you're kind of a newer reseller, you're like, this is kind of like where most of my money is. If I were to hold, onto these pairs, I'd kind of would have to, wait to sell these off until I could go for another drop. Then don't hold on to them. I would just say sell them and then, kind of focus on the next release coming up, because there is, ones coming up. Again, on 420, we have the SB Dunk High, and I think the SB Dunk Low should drop or, load up for that date as well. If they don't, it should be like right after. So expect that. And there should be more just general Nike restocks. Again, the LNF restock is rumored because, again, sneakers did post that on their app saying if they did that next week, would you tell people? Obviously, I would let you guys know if they did end up loading that up, but it would probably be a shock drop. But if you're going to be in Hype Labs, you will be notified about that. So feel free to check us out, join that wait list. You can see our reviews, see some success we had. We have a lot of posts and new stuff coming on our pages soon, so you guys don't miss out on that. And there's an example right there of our success. So don't sleep on that, and you guys can learn how to hit more with us. So I hope to see you guys there, learn how to bot, get free food codes, all that. You can check my socials, subscribe, like. Just trying to 200 likes on this video. I'm gonna edit something into this video because I forgot to mention like goal at the start, but we definitely need to add that. So I'm ending this screen recording. I appreciate you guys. Thank you all for watching, and if you want to learn how to hit more, I hope to see you guys down below. But that's it. I'm Tristan. Thank you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. I think I said thank you like 8 times in the outro, but I appreciate it. I appreciate you all. Peace.